like that. And so my background is I have a chemical engineering PhD, and so I'm really interested in stuff like that. And then comment below that you did it, and she'll choose somebody, and if she chooses you, you get a free book.
Hello MommaO fans, and guess who I have here today? MommaO means Momma O and Papa O.
That's a cool word.
Yeah, MommaO. I have the Action Lab guy, my son James, and his wife Joanna Orgill.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm going to be asking them some questions, so let's get started. Okay, we're ready to go. All right.
So my mom is the only one that can get an exclusive interview with the Action Lab and his wife.
That's right. Nowhere else in the world can this happen. Okay, show us your book. This is a book that James and Joanna put together.
Extreme Garage Science.
And I'll put a link below how you can get a hold of that, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I got mine self-delivered. Yours will have to come in the mail.
We highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's
Highly recommend it.
It's got like what's it got in it?
So there's 30 experiments. We chose 30 of my favorite experiments that you could also do yourself at home. There's other experiments that I liked, but probably you shouldn't do them at home. So we chose 30 of my favorite experiments and put them in the book. And we're really excited because it's kind of a different experiment book than you might have seen before.
Kind of show the inside. Is it show pictures or so you
There's
can?
fun.
Oh, it's color. Like show that one close. Oblique.
So in each section there's graphics introducing it, steps, and a complete explanation of what exactly is happening, so that you can understand it and teach it to others.
And isn't the cost like $25? I can't remember what it was.
$15.99.
Oh, $15. I thought $15.99. I said, can I pay $25?
Available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble.
Oh wow.
But so my goal with this, and Joanna, who also helped co-write the book as well, our goal with this was to make it a type of experiment book where you can easily get the materials for the book. It's not one of those experiment books where it's like, this is a cool experiment and you'd not be able to get really anything for the experiment. So we made it easily obtainable so you can easily do these experiments with stuff you have around your house, or if you have to go to the store, you can easily get
so that's just awesome. So I'm way excited that you got that book, and it shows a picture of Jimmy Joe on there. What are you doing on that picture? Show it
I
close
believe
to
this is from my video where I put helium in Nike shoes to see if I could float.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, and how did you start your channel? Want me to hold that?
I started my channel doing crushing stuff in a hydraulic press.
Was it a dare? What made you start YouTube?
I started YouTube because I wanted to try it. My brother Davey, he had a vlogging channel, has a vlogging channel, and we wanted to try it and just see. So we chose something that was kind of trending, where people crush stuff in a hydraulic press, just to see what would happen. So I asked Joanna if we could invest in a cheap hydraulic press.
What was your thoughts at first?
I thought, there's no way this is going anywhere, but we'll return it to the store.
Was it like $300 or something?
If we don't really use it, and it's...
And he started squishing things.
Maybe
so I started crushing stuff in my hydraulic press and posting a video every day, and kind of...
Were people impressed with your press?
It was very popular.
No. Well, I mean, it's not as cool of a press as like the real hydraulic press channel. And so, but I always did in each of those videos when I'd crush stuff, I always talked about something scientific or interesting fact about it, and I noticed people really like that. And so my background is I have a chemical engineering PhD, and so I'm really interested in stuff like that. So I always just talked about interesting scientific stuff. And then it kind of morphed into only talking about scientific stuff. Well, it was kind of changing.
You thought, oh, I hate just squishing stuff.
How's his last words working? You tell Daddy.
We're videoing.
Well, I thought you were, but you're talking.
Grandpa,
Do I need to be here?
let me show Papa.
I don't know.
Papa was telling the kids stories.
Oh, this is here?
Okay, we are back. We had some interruptions. We're trying to get the kids
Joanna,
to go
are
to
you
bed.
coming back in?
Joanna?
Yeah.
Okay, Joanna's coming back in. Okay, so now I want to ask you some of the things you've been doing seemed a little dangerous. So what does Joanna think about that?
What does she?
I give him strong warnings to stay safe.
Like spiders.
And I make sure that he has all the proper personal protective equipment on.
PPE.
See, Joanna is a physician assistant, and there was one that creeped me out where you had to take some blood out of his arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
And that was, but Jimmy Joe, he says, or the action lab guy, he says she's a trained nurse or
trained medical provider.
And so that he was safe.
I was safe. I was safe the whole time.
I can't remember what you did with the blood.
My own blood?
In the vacuum chamber.
The vacuum
ultimately, that blood ended up being, I used it in the vacuum chamber, then still saved it, and then it ended up being used when I bleached it and turned it into white blood.
Tell me what, the one that sticks in my head is when you had to lasso the fly. How long did it take you to do that?
Few hours to finally get it around it. It was hard to just not kill it, and so I was trying to not kill the fly. So it was hard to get it around it without getting it too tight to kill it.
And then you had
or get its legs. I was trying to not get its legs caught in this.
And you had to let it go after too.
And then I did let it go.
You can't hurt flies.
After.
Yeah,
you can't hurt flies on YouTube. Or
that's the one that my family
People
remembers,
get angry
the fly one.
Flies.
Yes.
They say, I can't believe Jimmy Joe. We call him Jimmy Joe. Lasso the fly. That's just so impressed. And then one time you spun around a spider. See, that would creep me out, the spiders.
That was cool too.
Oh, when I was up at your house, I watered the spider. What was that? What'd you do with that spider?
It's like
I can't
We
remember.
let him go.
This is like the Chris Farley interview.
What?
Chris
Where is
Farley.
it? Remember when you and Bruce Willis, he stepped on, I don't know when he's talking to Bruce Willis, remember when you stepped on the glass?
Yeah.
That was cool, huh?
That was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that spider is living a long and healthy life in the wild.
Oh, I know
probably
what you
having
did.
Babies.
I know what you did with it. You put glow stuff on it.
That was a different one, yeah.
Oh, that's a different spider than the one I watered? Okay.
Oh, the one you
But,
watered? I
yeah.
think it was the glow one.
I think it was the glow one.
Yeah.
Does the spider still glow?
Yeah, I let it go, I don't know.
I know, I was wondering, is that right?
The water washes
It
it.
probably
doesn't.
So
Okay.
the rain will have washed it off.
Okay. So tell me, when people recognize you, what do they say to you?
Do you have a YouTube channel? And
They
I
go,
say
I
yes.
know you. I know, they're really nice to you.
And they say, I love your content.
They just
They
say, I
do.
love your content. And I say, thanks.
Keep
And then I
doing it.
ask them for ideas. Say, what should my next video be
So
about?
if you have any ideas, comment
Yeah. Comment below what you think he should do.
below. Tell MommaO what we should
Moppa.
do.
Yeah, Mopo.
Moppa.
Mopo. M-O-P-O.
Mopo.
Mopo.
It should be
Grandpa
Mopo.
wanted Mopo, but I
That's
thought
cooler.
I thought no, it should be Mopo.
Sounds
He
like
says
Mopo.
it sounds like a mop. And I says, well, Mopo sounds like your
Wait, what is
Both
Moppa again?
sound equally weird.
Momma O, Papa O. Mopo. How would it be pronounced?
Oh, okay.
So I say Mopo.
Tal, Action
A
Lab.
towel. What?
Hey, Tal fans. Tal, the Action Lab.
Are they
T-A-L.
are the well?
Oh, towel. I just got the Action Lab. Okay. Okay,
let's
tell
focus.
tell
Are you
us.
editing this for
No, she's
Lane?
probably going to put in everything
No,
that
you
we're
can
saying.
cut out this.
Some of the silly stuff. Okay, let's talk more about the book. Tell me what your favorite experiment was or is.
In the book, well, I think... Do you have one?
I like the laser, the changing the light one.
I was going to say, like the laser eraser one?
Erasing, yeah.
I like that one too.
That sounds pretty cool. Breaking gravity. You can defy gravity.
That was cool.
That is cool.
That one was cool.
But
yeah.
the laser one where you can erase the glow-in-the-dark
Oh,
light by shining a red laser on it.
so you have like glow-in-the-dark stars. You can make them stop
really
glowing.
cool.
Popping a balloon with just a piece of fruit.
That
and
one's cool,
orange.
too.
Cool. Yeah, there's some really good ones in here. And the illustrations are really nice. Like, they did such a good job.
The person who is it, Mara Harris,
She was the illustrator,
Yes.
and yeah, it's great.
Oh, I didn't know you had.
Publishers did a great job putting it all
Well,
together.
somebody drew the pictures.
Somebody had to do. I thought Joanna did.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, so this
so
is
in closing,
this is published.
just kind of tell what you want to say about it.
This is published by Familius, really cool company. We're really excited about our book. I tried to make it a lot of experimental books are kind of trite experiments that kind of are done everywhere.
Been
done so many times, and I didn't want it to be like that. So these are probably different experiments that you may have never even heard of unless you watch my channel, and they are really interesting. They can the range of ages could be pretty much anybody from my young kids like it all the way to adults should be interested into it, interested in the book. So pretty much anybody could be interested in this. If you want to win your next 30 science fairs, this is the book for you. So buy the
stocking stuffer, grandkids, kids,
fire starter. Okay, so my mama wants to give away a book to you. The rule is you share the link to the book on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and then comment below that you did it, and she'll choose somebody, and if she chooses you, you get a free book. So do it now.
Share it to everybody. Spread the word. Extreme Garage Science.
There you go. And we always end our vlogs with a quote. Do you have one?
That one that you just
Yes,
had?
I just had one.
Got a quote here.
Okay, the first one is, don't ask if your dreams are crazy, ask if they're crazy enough.
Ah, there you go.
The next one is kind of weird. It's from a Mac commercial I just heard the other day, and I liked it. They're talking about artsy stuff, being an artist, and it said, you have no idea what you're doing. This is great. People who know what they're doing know the rules and know what is possible and what is impossible. You do not. The rules on what is possible and what is impossible in the arts were made by people who had not tested the bounds of the possible by going beyond them, and you can.
Wow, I love it. That is really good.
That's great. Good job.
Okay, so I'm gonna scooch over. I'm gonna get right here and say thanks for am I in there? Oh yeah. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And remember to look for the rose. And thank you, Action Lab and Action Lab's wife, Jimmy Jo and Joanna. And good night, everybody. And see what tomorrow brings. Oh, peace out. Oh, there we go.